A lot of women ask me, how come I always attract the wrong guys? What's up with that? And indeed, if you then look at their dating history or their romantic relationships they've had in the past, then it does seem like they often end up in the same type of unsatisfying dead-end relationship with an uninterested guy, even a bad guy in some cases. So why is that? Now, I want to warn you, this video will have some cold hard truths in it and you may not like some of it, especially the last reason I'm going to share. But I still want to record this video because I do think it's a very important message, and in my personal opinion, it's the truth. But that's just my opinion. So consider this video a discussion and don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think about this topic. Now, if you don't know me yet, I'm an author. I write relationship books for women. I also write about other topics. My pen name is Brian Knox because my real name is Geert, and that's just unpronounceable in English, hence the pen name. And I'm going to dive right in. So reason number one why some women keep attracting the wrong guys over and over again is because these women want men to put in an effort. Wait, what? Because in every single one of my relationship videos, I keep saying that you should only invest time in a guy and in a relationship when that man is putting in an effort. So how on earth can this then be a reason to attract the wrong men? Well, these women specifically want guys to put in all of the efforts. So that's the key word, all of the efforts, including the initial effort. And that may cause a problem, especially in the real world. It's a little bit different for online dating, but this video is not about online dating. So here I'm talking about meeting a guy in real life, at a party, in a bar, public transportation, a bus, an airplane, a museum, or even a supermarket. Let me explain. Here's what a lot of the good guys will think when they see a woman they find interesting. Whoa, that's an interesting woman. Look at her. Oh, she saw me gazing at her. Look away, or maybe hide behind this plant, or maybe some furniture. Come on, man, just calm down. She probably didn't see me. Right, okay, so man up. Let's try this again. I'm going to look at her again, and this time I'll just keep looking, so just be strong. Okay, she's watching again. Just keep looking, be cool, don't show any emotion. No emotion? That's not seductive, that's just creepy. You know what, just try to smile at her. Yeah, great. I'm doing great. I must be so attractive right now. So, why isn't she coming over? Okay, not every good guy thinks like this, of course. I know there are other men as well, like these. Right, I've got this. I'll just go talk to her. But wait, let me find some seductive pickup lines first, because I don't want her to reject me. That feels like getting run over by an angry rhino. So I must increase my chances of getting a date with her, and that means that my pickup line has to blow her socks off. Wait, are those nylons? Stop it, just be you and say whatever you want. Or maybe it's best to not say anything. She's not giving me any signs that she's into me. I'll just stay here. I mean, look at her. She's pretty. She probably already has a boyfriend or a cat named Oliver, and I'm allergic to cats. Plus, I guess I'm not tall enough for her anyway. She looks like a woman who only goes for tall, dark, and handsome. Or tall and blonde and blue-eyed like a Viking. Whatever. I'm probably not her type, and there's the cat thing, so yeah. I'm already over her. This just doesn't work out, clearly. You know what? I'll talk to the next woman I find interesting. One without a cat. See? That's a good plan. Whew, I feel so much better. So, a lot of the good guys will have a variety of thoughts like the ones we've just seen when they see a woman they like. The more attractive they think that woman is, the more obstacles their mind will see. So they will probably never approach her, and even if they do, then the flirting will not go very well. They will not get her contact details. They will never go out on a date with her. They will not get married to her, and so on. I think you get the point. These men usually find their girlfriend because she's a friend of a friend of a friend. Because when they meet a woman like this, there's plenty of time to get to know her and to find the courage that they will be lacking on the spot unless the woman helps them a little bit. More on that in a minute. Now then there are guys like the player. The player is like a T-Rex in Jurassic Park. When you see one and you look delicious, he's probably going to come for you and you may or may not want to run away. Now here's what a player will think when he sees a woman he likes. Absolutely nothing. He's already talking to her.
He doesn't see obstacles, he sees opportunities. This stuff comes easy to him. He has been practicing the art of seduction multiple times per day, even when he's already dating another woman, or 20 of them, even when he's in a relationship with a woman. Rejection doesn't scare him. Flirting with strangers, that doesn't scare him. He loves it. It's like brushing his teeth to him. He has been practicing that so much on so many women that he doesn't have to think about it. Now, some so-called real alpha males can at the same time not be afraid to approach a woman and be good guys at the same time, but they are the exception. They are not the rule. So when any man tells you that he's absolutely not afraid to approach a woman, to flirt with a woman he has never met before, when he tells you that flirting with a stranger doesn't give him any emotions, well then he's either probably a player, like a T-Rex, a liar, or maybe a guy with very little feelings that will eventually end up on a most wanted list. So I think you get the point. When a woman waits for the man to come over to introduce himself, then chances are she will see way more players and even bad men than the good guys that are still searching for the courage to walk over. So what's the solution then? Well, for example, you can let a guy know that it's okay to approach you, that he shouldn't be afraid of it. Now, some women will think, I already do that. If I like a man, I already smile at him. Yet nothing happens. At one point I even winked at a guy and nothing. He still didn't come over. And I know it can happen. Even though you may be winking and waving and telling him to come over, it's still pretty scary to a lot of men. Now, you don't need those guys, of course. So what I'm saying here is you smile at him, you invite him over once or twice or maybe 3 times. But if he then still doesn't, well, that's his loss then. So in other words, especially this day and age, a lot of men may not approach you, may not flirt with you, because they don't want to cross a line. They don't want to do something that is considered inappropriate by society nowadays, like flirting with you. So you can set that first step and you can let him know that it's okay to flirt with you in his case, and you can even introduce yourself to get things started. But then it's also up to him. So that's important. He also needs to start putting in an effort then, of course. You still need to filter out the uninterested guys, like I say in every single relationship video I have. So that's the difference here. The good men I've mentioned earlier on in the video, when I gave you those examples, they were not approaching you because they were afraid of the consequences. It had nothing to do with their interest level in you. Some women may now think, yeah, but they are still wussies. I don't want a man like that. If he likes me enough, he will come over, and that's that. And fine, but then again, you weed out a lot of the good guys by thinking like that. Not flirting with every attractive woman he meets can be a good quality for a man to have. And then the very unpopular reason number 2 why a woman can attract bad men, and I may step on your toes here, and I apologize, but again, I think this is an important message. She doesn't find normal men challenging. So in other words, when she's in a romantic relationship with a normal guy, she gets bored of him. But when she's with a player, or when she's with a man where she has to fight for his attention and for his love, and then she gets it, she gets him, then she will feel awesome. Dopamine, serotonin, that feels great. But this is a problem I see often because bad men, as we know, represent quite the challenge. So when a woman falls for a bad guy, he will take her on an emotional roller coaster. And that roller coaster will give her so many feelings, disappointing and happy feelings, that he will be all she will think about, obsessively. That's what bad men are good at. They push, they pull, they play. Bad men are really good at playing games and at creating attraction that way. So one day he will be kind and sweet and he will make you believe that he's a good guy somewhere deep down and that eventually you may get married to him. But then the next day he may start to ghost you and start to ignore you. He will generate emotions. Bad men test women, they play with women, and they play with women's hearts because they have been practicing this forever or they just don't care. Whereas a normal guy, well, he can be boring in comparison because you don't have to wonder about his feelings for you. He will tell you that he loves you, that he wants to have a future with you. So when you have a relationship with a normal guy, everything will be normal. But some women really need that uncertainty. And this is the part that's not popular. And I'm not saying that every woman is like this. I know not every woman is like this. I'm not saying you are like that. But a lot of the women that ask me that question, why do I keep attracting the wrong men? When I look at their dating history, some of them think like this. And here's perhaps the most interesting part. A lot of those women mistake the emotional roller coaster and the feelings they get because of it for love, for attraction. But that's not love, that's not attraction, it's adrenaline. So what is the solution here? It's what I just said. It's not love. It's not a healthy relationship. If you have to sleep with one eye open, so to speak, in your relationship, then it's not a healthy relationship. So as soon as you feel that you are on that emotional roller coaster and that your guy is putting you on that emotional roller coaster, that's the important part, you get off. You leave him. If it's a bad guy, you leave him. Because every bad guy is standing in between you and the awesome guy that can make you happy. If he's not hiding behind some kind of plant or a piece of furniture somewhere, of course. So if you truly like a guy, you can help him a little bit. You can make yourself a bit more approachable, and if needed, you can even initiate the conversation. Be that during online dating or in real life. But then, once the ice is broken, you allow him to put in an effort as well. And that's the moment to make sure that he's investing just as much or maybe even more than you are. You still need to filter out the uninterested guys and the bad guys, and you need to keep the good. If you are an attractive magnet, you will always attract both the beautiful metals that you want to keep and the rusty scraps you don't need. But as long as you get rid of that rusty stuff, you will be fine. So thank you for watching this video. This was a tough subject, but I really wanted to record this video. I hope you appreciated it. If you want more topics and more videos that I'm not sharing over here, then you can find it on my website, brianknox.com. You can find my books on Amazon. Just type in my pen name, Brian Knox, in the search bar over there. And if you're not using Audible yet and you sign up for a free trial using my affiliate link in the description underneath the video, then you can even get my Audible book for free as well. I will put links to everything in the description of this video as well. I want to thank you for watching until the end, and I hope to see you in another video.